Hi, Lita. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great too. This is our first meeting virtually after, let me see, how long? When did you leave for Thailand? I think,
I think 22nd
yeah.
last
So it's
month.
been
Yeah.
almost a month. Well, I think for the benefit of our listeners, I'd like to introduce myself formally. I am, well, you know me. I'm Nick. I'm the
And
creator for the.
I'm
Yes, yes. Please go,
oh
go,
okay,
go,
okay.
go, go. And you are?
Lita.
Where
Nice
are
to
you from,
meet
Lita?
you. I'm from Thailand.
Okay, which part of Thailand?
Right now I'm staying in Bangkok, the main
Bang.
city.
Right, I love Bangkok. And number one, when you think about Bangkok, that's the city of partying. That's like the not so much Macau is the Vegas of Asia, right? But Bangkok, it's like also similar to Las Vegas in terms of partying, I would say.
Yeah, you can say it like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wing it. This is my
Mm-hmm.
podcast. My podcast talks a lot about self-worth, but today I usually just have like a casual or semi-casual
Mm-hmm.
conversation with my guests. So now it's just us, just treat this as us having a cup of coffee and we're just talking about
Mm-hmm.
things. So, okay, I know you gave me a bit of an introduction, but I think for our listeners, I'll let you lead the way. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Lita. I just graduated. Finally.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. In communication art. And right now I'm planning to do master.
Really?
Yay. Yeah.
Masters in? Masters in comms art as well?
Now I'm interested in economics, into a business world.
I love economics. I love economics. I think I can relate. I took accounting when I was younger. Wait, how old are you then?
22.
So yeah. Okay, so now I think for our listeners, I'm just gonna tell them a little bit about how we met, and then we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go into the deeper conversation about, because obviously you're Gen Z, and there are
Yeah.
some things that I'm a millennial, so I think we probably have different thoughts about certain things, right? So let's start. Nothing too complicated, okay? So don't be nervous.
Okay. Okay. Do I look nervous?
No, I mean, prior to this, you were texting me like, "What questions am I gonna ask?" I'm like, "I don't know yet." Usually, I mean, the earlier part I was like, prepared, but then today I'm gonna take it easy because life should not be taken too seriously.
Yeah. So we're just
So
gonna chilling.
yeah, chill. Like we are in wait, we met in Hermosa, right?
Yeah,
Not in
Hermosa.
Santa Monica, yeah, because that first part I was in Santa Monica and then we met in Hermosa. Okay, so right, we just graduated from communication arts, now moving into economics. So why? Why the shift? And what made you want to
Because
do it?
it's like I always interested in business world, but I don't know which part in business world that I interested in. And I just recently know myself like economics is wow.
It's
Isn't
how
it like
it's how the world works, right? Like
yeah.
the basics. Yeah,
So I want to know more in economics. So I'm planning to do masters.
that's right. I mean, well, I wish nothing but the best for you. Of course, to me,
Thank
education is
you.
always education is always the key to changing your life, and knowledge is power. So as much knowledge that you can absorb or get, that's gonna uh, and it equates to you investing in yourself. So I mean, there are people after degree they just want to go out and join the working world. That's a good and bad to it. But if you
Yeah.
can, go ahead and study, why not? Right?
Yes, why not?
Yes,
It's like now or never.
I love that. Now or never. Yes. So is it gonna be in Thailand as well, or are you gonna do abroad, the US maybe?
What do you think?
I
Let's
have a
go.
feeling you're gonna do abroad.
Yeah. I'm
Is it the
planning that.
States?
Yes.
where we met. Okay, so yeah, again, going back for the listeners, we met the first time in September when we were staying at a hostel in Hermosa Beach, and that was in Los Angeles, California. So yeah, and here we
Yep.
are, right now
And here
talking
we
about
are.
this. What's the planning?
I feel like America is my dream country. Oh, it's your dream country too, you know? Like, it's America and all the educations, all the lifestyle. It just fits me a lot. It's like, I love being there.
So which part of America?
Right now, I'm really into Boston side.
Boston.
Yeah, because I heard lots of things about university there, about educational, about
It's all if
lifestyle.
not the best, it's one of the best. I guess
Yeah,
MIT is there. I think yeah,
Howard.
Harvard is there
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
Howard
sorry.
there.
Harvard, yeah. Harvard is there, and I've got a friend who's in Boston College. She's doing her PhD. Plastic
Imagine
manifesting.
we meeting there.
I know, I know. I mean, we already met in California, and now
Yeah,
we're virtually meeting. I'm in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, you're in Bangkok, Thailand, and our next meeting would be in the States again.
America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Economics. Now you're planning to go to Boston, and when are you gonna enter?
Around next year.
Or next year? Okay, so you're making
Yeah.
arrangements to go there then, like particular month, spring, summer, fall.
I think it's gonna be spring, like in the middle of spring. I think.
Now, like I mentioned, education is key. So now we're gonna move into some some of the topics that, how do I say this, that are more pressing with them. We might have different views between millennials and Gen Zs, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is your take on pursuing your dream versus working as much as you can from the earlier? Like, let's say if you had a choice, or if you didn't have a choice, you cannot go to, or because your mom or your dad says that, hey, you need to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And earn your own money. There, it's just an example because I came from that background. What are your thoughts on that? Like, and where do you see your friends are doing right now, and why are you doing this differently? Okay, maybe we can start from there.
Well, I feel like I'm trying to be chill right now, like not putting pressure to myself too much, because I feel like, yeah, we need to work hard, but we also need to live our life. Like, it's not gonna be easy for me to go there. I know there's gonna be so many problems that it needs to be solved, but it doesn't matter. For me, it's like if I want to do it, and I just need to do it the best in my way. That's all. If it's not gonna work out like I want, it doesn't really matter as long as I do it the best.
I love it. So, what are the challenges that you think? Because you mentioned problems, right? What are the challenges that you think you might encounter?
I think it's the exams because I need to compete with students all around the world.
Internationally, yeah.
Yeah, it's like everyone's want to get the best education for ourselves. It's not only me. I'm not the center of the world.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
it's the
Humility. What do you think are the most important thing that one should carry with them if they are to embark on something like this?
well,
Like, I would say the determination or the mental fortitude. Like, what do you think? Like, especially people your age, or there are people who wants to do it but they're scared. Yeah.
like I said before, it's now or never. Like if you want to do it, just do it. Don't think like too hard. Like it's not gonna work out. No, it's not gonna be like I thought. It's like it doesn't matter at all as long as you do it your best. That's all.
What are your thoughts on failing? Failing in life, I mean, not failing in exam or failing, moving. Failure can be huge, right? Doesn't have to be on your exams, but, yeah.
I feel like everyone's gonna make mistake in their life. It's like if you don't make mistake now, maybe in the future. And it's better to learn the failure now than in the future. We're gonna be best version of ourselves from failures, from mistakes.
I think I managed to get that out from you. I love it. I mean, I talk a lot about this on my podcast, and I think you mentioned that you watched several of my episodes, and yeah,
Yeah.
and truly, I think fearing of failure. Okay, I think comes to my trait as well. Like I like to sometimes I take risks that are I don't think anybody should. If I were to take a risk, it is when I was younger. It is like
Mm-hmm.
now or never. Like 20 to 30s was my, playing years and fail as much as I can and do whatever that I want to do. As long as it's not harmful to me and it's not against my values or principles in life, do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that, okay, social media portrays Gen Zs as I'm not targeting Gen Zs, but the younger generation are the pampered ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the older generations are like, oh, we work hard to give you life and this and that. But of course, you cannot say that applies to everybody. And there's some that doesn't come from very well off, or some are just middle class or lower class, right? And so for you, I'm not sure. I don't know if you've thought about this. What are your thing in your head or your thoughts about our grandmother or our mother's generation on how to approach life, living life to the fullest?
For me, Gen Z is all about good vibes. It's all about being inclusive and keeping it real. I feel like I'm not that good in technology, but the younger generation is really good at
You mean younger than you?
technology. Yeah,
As
sure.
in like the alphas, generation alphas.
I think Gen Z is 2001. Like, I saw fields of younger generation that really good with technology.
Yeah.
And I'm still running. I'm still like,
Exactly.
wait
If
for
you're
me, wait
running,
for
what am
me.
I doing? Flying? No, I gave up. Okay, I don't. Okay, to me, no. Okay, I don't like the word giving up because it means you've accepted defeat. I mean, you can rest, but then you can try again and leverage on your strength, right? Like when you say about technology, I know people like older generation or my peers, millennials that are coders, computer, right? And programmers, and they pay shitload of money, especially in Silicon Valley. Now I could go through that route, but then it's just it's not me. I don't wanna force myself, right? To do
Mhm.
something that I don't like. Ugh.
Yeah.
Coming back to keeping it real.
We also care a lot about mental health and the environment. Yeah. Basically, for us, it's like if something doesn't feel right or fun, we're not into it. It's like,
I'm out.
why? Why we need to trust ourselves in the middle of bad environment or mental sickness? Like, just get out.
Make the change.
Yeah, make the change. So I think like Gen Z is making a big impact on old culture and pushing for change in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I heard that lots of people say Gen Z is a bit aggressive.
in a good way.
Yeah, Yeah, but in a good way. So I think we need to think.
I mean, to be honest, you guys are the next leaders. Gone are the old ways, gone are the old systems, the hierarchical, grandparents, our parents, 50, I don't even say 50 years, 24. That's like, no, more than that, 60, 70 years ago. The way it's so rigid and not flowing, right? But of course, they provided the structure for us and they
Mhm.
paved the way. So where we are right now, me, I'm here, and you're the next generation. But I feel like collectively in the world as well, there is this struggle between the Gen Zs coming up as the new leaders, as being like, we don't want the hierarchy so much anymore. It's like everybody's the same now, right? But
Yeah,
what we want is like a change. Now, not to say that we're going to disrespect what have been established for so long, but we could probably make some tweaks. Because I'm telling this
yeah,
from, yeah, I'm telling this from coming from a corporate mindset, because I was there for like 15 years and I've studied. I've also been from the start the ones that are rebellious. I think the black sheep, but I
mhm,
wanted to see, I had to do it because at the time I didn't have much choice, or so I thought, but I knew I had a choice right now. But advocating for mental health, like feeling, aligning yourself to the truest of what brings you joy, I think that's the most important thing. And I think that's what, if not all, most of the Gen Zs are aiming for. We all have to strive to a certain degree, right? But we have to take care of our well-being. Yeah,
that's
gone are the
true.
days that we are fighting for our survival because there's no longer dinosaurs, right?
Mhm.
We're beyond that. Thank you for your thoughts and sharing. Anything else the world should know about your generation? Hi, I'm Nick Nieras, your host of the Your Wordless podcast. Now, if these real raw stories hit home, don't wait. Please follow, like, and subscribe my Spotify and YouTube. For bite-sized inspirational reels, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Don't wait. Your transformation starts today. Thank you, and bye for now.
Mm,
Where do you think, like injustice, where do you think we should move towards? Not to say that it's going to change overnight, but people are starting to make the movement.
let's say it this way. I learned one thing from Alaska.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you next about Alaska.
It's like I'm talking about every generation, not like Gen Z. But one thing I learned is today I feel like we seriously need to be kinder to each other. Like even the smallest act of kindness can create a positive energy to our community. Like if we are more chill and understanding, I feel like we can build a safe space for everyone. Like I want to tell the world, like, let's treat each other with respect and empathy because you never know what someone else is going through in their life. A little kindness can make someone day better, or sometimes it can make a big difference in our world. That's what I learned from Alaska.
I love that. Again, I would like to echo that. I learned that the hard way as well because I try to be kind,
Mhm.
but then it doesn't somehow it's not reciprocated all the time. And there are times where I felt like, why am I being treated this way?
Uh-huh.
Especially my previous organization, things can get really toxic there. But it did not. I didn't allow that to change myself until somehow when you feel like you're no longer fit because you just don't resonate with it anymore.
Mhm.
You don't know whatever someone is going through until you're in this position. Like, I understand, coming to think about it, when you are in the situation with two of you, you're arguing about something, right? One person could take the harder route by being kinder, and the other one can take the easier route by just raising their voice or just being angry. It's gonna be hurtful for the ones that took the higher route by trying to understand from that perspective. But then the person who's in that position, you can only take so much until you feel like, why is the world like this? And that usually snowball to a bigger thing, like it could be mental health when if you choose to stay in that situation for a long time. So and on the other hand, the person that's being angry, it could be that that is the only way he or she knows all her life, because she hasn't, I don't want to say she hasn't experienced a lot of things, but it's always how it's been programmed. So I kind of see things from both people's perspective, and it's being in in more in balance. I think we're coming into that. It's gonna take a while. I don't know, 10 years, 20 years, but everything's rapid now. Platform like this should be out there, and people are recognizing that. The younger leaders are affecting that effect, small or globally, and I think technology like this is the catalyst of that, right? What would you
I
like to
think,
add?
okay, like, like I said, we need to spread kindness to make a difference in our world, right? But we also need to learn how to keep people in and kick people out of
Out
your life.
boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, like, what I mean is we don't have to hold on to everyone we meet. For me, it's like life is way too short to spend it surrounded by people who bring you down or drain your energy. Like, you get to choose who you want in your circle. And trust me, surrounding yourself with positive people will make your life way easier and brighter.
Thank you. I had to learn that the hard way too. I had to learn that the hard way. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go to your travel stories in Alaska.
Okay.
So, what happened? What happened in Alaska? Like, what was the context?
Let me reverse it a little
Yes.
bit. Okay. I'll take you to the start.
Yes. Take us to the
So,
start.
I saw advertisement on my Instagram story about this program, a work and travel program. And I was like, whoa, America. Okay. So I went to my mom and I told her about it. And she's like, do you want to go? And I wasn't sure. I'm like, whoa, it's America. It's across the world. And I asked her, should I go or not? And she's like, well, there's opportunity for you here and you're not going to grab it. And
I love your mom. Your mom is how old? Is she
she,
slightly older? 40.
I think she's 52 already. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I'm advocate for
I mean,
mom.
I'm shout out for to my family. They're always standing by my side, and there are the biggest support in my life.
I second that. My family is the biggest. I mean, I do fight with them. I fought with them because I wanted to go to the States, but they still supported me to go to the States.
Yeah, I really love my family, really. So
Feel that.
shout out to them. Yeah, and then I went to the visa process, and I made it there. Finally, I made it there.
Yes, you made it there. U.S. soil. Okay.
Across the world.
I know, right? And
I
how
just
long was
can't
your
believe
flight?
it.
How long was your flight? Like, from where to where?
Like 30.
Okay, so break it down.
Yeah. And yeah, I went there and I was a room attendant there. You know,
Okay.
like, I don't know if you heard about this before, but Alaska has some seriously weird time stuff going on there. Like, when I first got there, My first question was, is this morning or nighttime?
Oh, because it's so bright.
Yeah. I
Oh my
had
god.
to check the time twice. I'm like,
For example,
because like it was already 11 p.m. and it was still bright outside. It was still sunshine. I was like, what on earth is going on?
why is there still sun but it's 11 p.m.? Oh my god.
Yeah. Because in Thailand, 11 p.m. is like totally dark.
Yes,
It's a
same.
dark time. Like, you,
Here, and do,
yeah.
do, do people still go outside like at 11?
Yeah. They're still living their life. Like, it's not 11 p.m. It's like in the morning time.
Really? Like going for like coffee shops and whatnot.
Yeah. Like taking
I
a
would love
walk.
it. I would love it in Alaska because my problem with California, Los Angeles, was
Uh,
that all shops closes at 4, if not
yeah.
5. Oh my god, I like what happened. Even Kuala Lumpur opens at until 12 a.m. And come on, Los Angeles. But anyways, okay, Alaska.
Yeah. So it's like bright outside. And I'm like, wow, that's my first culture shock there.
Okay, all right.
And I think the weather in Alaska is also crazy. Like, first day that I got there was still the end of spring. Yeah. And it's still snowing. So it, I'm freezing there. And oh my God, I'm from Thailand. And in Thailand, we
Tropical.
have
Yeah.
two seasons. We have hot, hotter, and hottest.
Yes.
And now I need to deal with the brightening outside and also the freezing.
Yeah, it's very disorienting. I could imagine.
But you know what? Tell you the truth, I'd rather be freezing than melting.
That's true. Oh my god, girl.
Yeah.
You make me want to go to Alaska now.
When the summer hit, I was delusional. Like, oh, it's gonna be nice and chill. Like, come on, we're in Alaska. But nope, it was super hot. I was sweating there.
Wait, so it's like it went from super cold to super hot, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. And I think the craziest thing is I experiencing 3 different types of weather in a
All
single day.
is that right?
Yeah, it's rain, sunshine, and cold.
Okay.
Like in the morning, it was raining, and afternoon it's cold, and then in the evening, it's hot again.
Oh my god, Alaska is a weird, weird place.
Really,
And how long were you there for?
4 months.
So tell us your experience.
I think what I love the most there is nature.
Nature.
Yeah, the nature in Alaska was stunning, and I feel like it's unreal. Like you look at the painting.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's so unreal. Like I've never hiked before. Hiking is not my thing.
Me too.
Like totally not my thing. But that place had me do it for the first time. Yeah, it was exhausting, like, oh, really exhausting. But it's so worth it. It's like you're back to nature, where you came from. And you won't believe this. I legit almost didn't make it back to Thailand from hiking
What do you mean?
because the nature was trying to keep me there.
Oh, you mean you wanted to stay?
No, I mean like there was this one hike.
Oh my god, are you saying that you're almost you
Yeah, I almost didn't make it back to Thailand.
Shit. What happened?
Like it's the hardest trail ever. But I can't
Girl,
remember
you
the name of the trail. It was crazy steep. Like
mm,
you couldn't even walk upright. You had to grab onto every branch just to pull yourself up. And then even worse, you need to climb the rock. Yeah. And hiking is not my thing.
and then you
So
fell?
no,
Did you
I almost fell. It's like that's when things went crazy for me because I got stuck halfway there. Like I couldn't move at all because I was in the wrong position. Yeah. And it's like it was straight out from a movie. Like while I'm fighting for my life there, these rocks just start falling down. Like the nature was showing me how I was gonna fall.
Powerful. Yeah, how powerful
Yeah.
it is.
And
Like
like
how
yeah,
small we are, right?
yeah. And in that moment I had a life flashback.
Exactly. Like this is it. If this is my life, then
Yeah. I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
But then yeah, my strong friend swooped in and pulled me up. And I was
If
like,
not, we won't
thank
know.
you,
We talking.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mother Nature, for not taking me back yet.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
yeah. If
But
not,
yeah,
we wouldn't meet. We wouldn't have this.
it was crazy. It's like, it's the scariest thing in my life. Oh, but it was still amazing.
You wouldn't change it.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So
Except this part.
except that part, yeah. You would have come prepared, maybe, maybe some practice before you go.
Some practice.
Okay. The beautiful thing about Alaska is the nature.
Mhm.
So, which part of the states did you go besides Alaska?
I went to Boston for 1 day.
Okay.
I went to New York for like a week. And
Mm-hmm.
I went to LA for like, yeah, a week. Where I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about the states? And I mean, of course, we both know we wanted to go to the states ever since we were kids. But then, I mean, realistically, when you're there, like, what did you observe? And in comparison to the different cities,
See, they have their own lifestyle there, like different places. Boston is another lifestyle. In New York is another lifestyle, and LA is another lifestyle. I feel like America is the country that you can choose what you want to do, what you want to live,
how you want
how,
to live your life,
yeah, how you want to live your life.
and
So
do,
that's why I
and do you
like it
think
there.
okay, what's lacking in Asia, like in Thailand, like how is that different?
Of course, the size of the country, of course. And I think that in Asia, we don't have that many choices in our life. Like, how can I say this?
You're being of
I love
course,
Thailand. I love
yes,
Asia.
yes.
But for me, for educational, for lifestyle, I think in-state give me better choice for my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it because we grew up here. I mean, I love it too, and this is always gonna be home, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you're going there, you're achieving whatever you want to achieve. You're following your dreams, right? You're
Yeah.
expressing yourself to the highest potential,
Yeah.
and
I think like we can be ourselves there like 100%. Yeah. Like we don't need to
pretend.
pretend.
Exactly. There's no
Pretend.
pretension. Yeah, pretense that you don't need to put up a facade of yourself. Well, except those people that choose, to show things that are different in social media according versus their real life. Though that's a different story. We have that all over the world, but
Mm-hmm.
it is a country where, not to say that we're so pro America. It is the limitless, and that's why it's called the land of dreams. This is where you make the
Yeah.
whatever you want. You want to be a film actress or actor producer, go to Hollywood. You want to go and be a freaking successful investment banker, go to New York or Boston, anywhere. You want to achieve
Yeah.
the highest of your education, go to Harvard, Yale, wherever, MIT, right? And then
Yeah.
you want to live the Bay Area, the chill life by the beach. You go to what? LA.
Hey.
Los Angeles or San Diego, and then if you wanna be where the Silicon Valley, you go to San Fran. So it is very diverse and yeah. Okay. I am so excited to see you soon there. So
What
you're
work
22 years. What are you most proud of so far? Your achievement.
made myself to Alaska?
I managed to pull myself out from Asia and take it to the States as well.
Yeah, it's like the proudest thing ever because it's across the world. It's not like
I'm proud of you too.
yeah.
Okay. What were your friends thinking? What was their feedback when you told them that you're going to America? Becoming a podcast host was a natural extension of my second act. Now, after spending 15 years in the corporate world, I've transitioned to helping individuals overcome challenges like navigating tough relationships, career burnout, and aligning their mission with their soul's calling. By certifying as an RTT hypnotherapist and a lifestyle coach, I've made it my mission to empower people to recreate the life they deserve and building a supportive community through my podcast. Now, let me ask, are you facing challenges like struggling to reprogram your mind to attract wealth, weight issues that feel like a constant yo yo, insomnia or restless nights from daily worries, or just a lack of confidence in public speaking? If the answer is yes, visit www.thenickdarasholisticlifestyle.com and grab a free hypnosis audio of these common struggles. It's a sneak peek into how my coaching works. Are you feeling shy? Don't be, because I'm as real as it gets. Let's connect on Instagram and LinkedIn and start your transformation today.
They're happy for me. Like really. It's like I don't know, in my life, what I appreciate the most is people around me. Like they really support the things I want to do. That's why I told you, like, we need to learn how to keep people in and keep people out of our life.
Yes.
So yeah, they're happy for me. They're like, go, please go, live your life, be happy there.
I needed that reminder. Thank you. So, now okay, I think I asked you this. What is next for you?
What is next for me?
Yes.
Okay, like right now, another thing that I learned from Alaska is I'm not afraid to step out of the box anymore.
Were you
Like,
afraid to step out of the box before?
yeah, like I told you before, like I was so unsure to go there. I was so afraid. I was like, no, I already feel comfortable here. Yeah, but living on my own for 4 months gave me a real chance to know myself. Like when you're stuck doing the same thing in the same place all the time, I feel like it's easy to lose yourself. You start forgetting what you actually want to do or like to do. Like, I feel like nowadays, once we get comfortable, we're too scared to step out of the box and try new things. Like, at first, I was super unsure and kind of freaked out. Like, wow, America, wow. No, but
Something
now,
within
like,
you says, go.
yeah, it's like inside me, like, okay, let's do it. And now I get it. Trying a new thing isn't a bad idea at all. And honestly, I'm kind of like it now. So I want to explore more. I want to try new things and to see what's gonna make my life happy. What I like, what I don't like. Yeah.
I just want to give you a Okay. Now we're gonna move to a self-worth question because my podcast talks a lot about self-worth. Okay. So the question for you, many people compare themselves to others in the age of social media, leading to feelings of inadequacy. How can individuals cultivate a healthy self-image in the age of constant comparison?
Yes. I think social media is one of the biggest thing right now. Like if you use it in a good way, it's it's gonna affect you in a good way, of course. If you use it in the wrong way, it's really affect you really hard on your mental health, on your physical health. Like in my life, I never stick on one thing. Like
That's us. Of course.
yeah, like and lots of people ask me like, why don't you pick one thing and stick to it
My
so
God.
you can be successful in it?
My dad says that to me too. He's like, you are jack of all trades, master of none. I'm like, but I know a lot of things that you don't know. You see?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like people around me always say to me like, you should pick one thing and stick to it. But that's not the only way to live. Like, we're in the world where having different skills, whether it's arts, whether it's sports, or just hanging out with friends. It's all about finding what makes you happy. You don't need to compare yourself with others because sometimes the things that make other people happy, it's not going to make you happy because it's not your life. And I think trying new things, be able to do many things, it can lead to many opportunities in your life. You can mix your interests and create something unique. And it also makes your life exciting.
So,
Right now, I'm stop worrying about fitting myself into one box. Yeah, I try to learn and grow in different areas, trying to be myself, explore the world. Like, you never know what amazing things might come from it.
I love you, Lita. I love you.
Love you too.
Okay, so what is your heart's greatest wish?
Like, my biggest wish in my life, be able to take care of my family and make my family happy. That's all.
Like, I am talking to my younger self. I think there's a reason why we connect. Okay, so do you have a mantra that you live by? Like a quote that you always, that's your guiding star?
I don't have actually like the specific quote,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, I trying to make the life different right now. So I don't have the quote of my life yet. And I think in the future, I'm going to find it. Yeah.
Now, this last question. You can change the quote anytime in the future.
Mm-hmm.
If you could
Mm-hmm.
create a quote right now for you to leave to the audience listening and the world as your legacy, what would it be?
Wow.
I get that
Right
all the time.
now.
I get that all at
Wow.
this point. I get that all the time. When I drop the question on my guests, they're like, wow, Nick, of course you will pick the easiest question of all, right?
Deep.
Yeah, I'm deep like that.
Wow. If I think about it for a second.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't have to be your own quote. It could be your belief.
Mm. Right now, can I say like, I like this one. You're not the center of the world.
I like that too. I mean, you caught me off guard. Can you explain that? What do you mean by you are not the center of the world for our listeners?
Like, I feel like you're not the only one that people need to turn around and care you. Like, in real life, you need to find a way to survive by your own. Like, there, there are many people that already have problems and they need to struggle for their life also. So we need to be strong by our own. And the world, like I said, the world doesn't revolve around you. Like it makes me strong. It made me stronger when I say I'm not the center of the world. Like, why do they need to care for me?
Almost like an entitlement, right? It's like when you think that you are the center of the world, it's like you expect people or the world to be certain way and
Yeah.
to serve you in certain way. And if it falls below your expectation, and that's
Yeah.
when you start feeling depressed. Of course, depression is real. We don't know until we walk in the shoes of those people. But having that mindset, you are not the center of the world. Like, even if you go through something that is not that lucky, don't think that why me, right?
Yeah.
Give it a pinch of salt and say, yeah, maybe there's something to learn here. Maybe it's for
Yeah.
my evolution. Well, that's a good one.
Like,
I love it.
thank you.
Yeah, like,
I mean, like sometimes we have a problem. We expect others to turn around and look at us. Look at like me,
oh,
myself.
look at me. Look at what I had to
Look at
go
me.
through.
Like,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Like, yeah.
And we forget that other people also struggle in their life. They already have their own problems. Like I said, we never know what other people going through in their life. So like it's not only just you.
And therefore,
You know,
in addition to that, be kind.
be kind.
Right. Whoa,
We
what a
can.
wrap up. Wow, that we made that full circle. I love it. We are such good. You know what?
Say,
I'm thinking, yeah. Why don't do you wanna okay, you know us, we always have the crazy ideas, right? I have
yeah.
plans to set up my own studio. Hopefully. I mean soon. I mean in let's manifest New York or LA. I don't know where yet. So what do you say
Just
about
that.
becoming my co-host? I mean, I know you're gonna be studying, right?
Well,
But yeah, I mean, it's nice, having a millennial, having a. I mean, it doesn't have to. We don't have to confine it to our generation. But I love talking about this and then asking people. We invite guests and talk. Cause I love talking, as you can see. I
yeah.
love talking, and I've already come to accept that I think this is one of my greatest strength and gift in connecting people, and I love doing it. And it is something that's in the pipeline. So I don't know why I am compelled to say that out loud, but I think there's a reason why. So I'm gonna keep you in the radar. Of course, we're already connected. And yeah, I mean, it may not happen immediately, but in the future, I
Mhm.
have that is definitely coming. So yeah,
Wow. Wow. I feel shocked.
it's okay, girl. You can take it in.
I was so nervous about this.
I
And
know. Can you guys hear her voice? Like she's a little bit quivering. But the world is no, the sky is the limit, and there is no limit in the skies. I have plans. That's why I'm making plans right now. I mean, I give you a little bit of update about my life after the states. The states to me also a lot of things. I was basing a lot of things on my outcome from the trip. So it's either I don't work, it's either I move out or I stay in KL. So I've made up my mind. I'm moving out. I'm finally
Mhm.
leaving. Actually, behind this iPad right now, behind it, it's a little bit of a mess because I'm in the process of moving. So it's the 21st today. I have 9 days to leave the house.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm moving after 15 years here in KL. So within that 15 years, I've been staying by myself. My family's back home in Sabah, and I'm moving there for a while. Spending time with them while I make arrangements of how to move myself to the States. Yeah, I have plan. The plan is hopefully by fall next year, I'll be there. Let's stay
I'm
in
really
touch.
happy for you. Like really.
Thank you. It's
I
emotional.
love that.
Thank you so much. Emotional, like it took me a long. I know if once I put my mind into it, pack it up and go, right? Like right now, it's still some of the stuff are all over the place. Like I feel like putting in and like packing up, right? But we all got to do what we
Trying
got
new
to do.
things.
Yes, definitely. And okay, so
I
all
hope
right,
the best for you.
girl, I
Like
hope the best for
really.
you too. Don't worry, we're gonna be hanging out in the States, so don't even.
Why not? I get a bit emotional right now.
Me too. Oh
I'm
my
happy
god, me
to.
too. You said that and I feel emotional myself. Okay, so is there anything that you want to leave to the audience before we close?
Just happy. Be happy.
Just
Just
be
chill
happy.
and be happy.
Follow your heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow your heart. We never know what life's gonna take us. So
Mm-hmm.
be ready. Yeah.
Yes.
Anything is possible.
Possible. Okay. And there you have it, everyone. You heard it straight from the source, Lita Suvandi. Before we
Oh,
wrap up, Lita, I'd like to thank
okay.
you personally for the incredible work you're doing right now for the world. Despite the challenges, you continue to push forward, paving the way for those that will follow in your footsteps. Your
Thank you.
dedication and your steadfastness is truly inspiring. So, for our listeners, this has been that podcast with that provocative title, You're Worthless. Read that again. The juxtaposition of your very soul. Now, if you ever find yourself feeling worthless, you're not alone. But more importantly, ask yourself a deeper question. If I'm worthless, then why am I here? The truth is, your soul chose to be here energetically, coming all the way from the ethers. And for that reason alone, you are worthy and you are enough. And with that, this is Lalita Suvandi, our guest of the day, and I'm Nick Nieras, your host, signing off. Thank you, Lita, for your time.
So thank you for having me here.